Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. And part 22 of my Wurrzag campaign. Not the first time I've actually played this battle, or this episode, in fact. Because I did the campaign first, fought the battles, and I went, I'll come back and record the battles later. And then there was a little update to Total War, and it completely fucked all the replays. So, fun times there. So I've had to replay all of the episode. So this battle is going to take place just pretty much as it did. We're going to concentrate on taking out that Hellstorm rocket battery over there, knocking out this Hellstorm rocket battery over there as well. The first time I fought this battle, took that out in 2 volleys. That was pretty good. I managed to take out that one with the Morgul's Mangy Marauders. This time, however, the AI is a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more cautious maybe? I'm not sure. It's heading into the forest. Whereas Ajax takes a little bit of damage. It didn't actually get any kills, but, you know, it's not about the kills, is it? Right, did we get it this time? Okay, they're not happy. They are going to run a minus 24. They've gone. Yeah, bye. Don't come back, please. Thanks. Ball boys hiding in the forest. We have reinforcements coming in, but they're just garrisons. A small smattering of savage orcs. And that's it. I mean, you know, what are we going to do? Morgul's Mangy Marauders leading the Reichsguard on a merry chase. And the AI throwing its ranged units at us, first and foremost, which is a fresh new flavour on the tactics table. What would you call it? Gortrek. There we go, got there in the end. Gortrek is leading the army here. God, I hate fighting dwarves, as you'll find out later. Gortrek, probably the most dangerous thing in this army. So we're going to make sure that we deal with him by shooting him full of arrows. So he's chasing after us, chasing after us, chasing after us. Watch out. Oh. There we go. Concentrating arrow fire on him. Well, maybe a little bit too much arrow fire on him, but that's fine. We're going to pin him in place with Wurzag's Hex. And, yeah, blat him. There we go. That's all good stuff. Meanwhile, our units are chasing the enemy army into the forest, because that seems to be where they're going. Ball boys running rampant around the flanks. We need to get them inside the forest and knock out some of these ranged units. I don't want this unit being chased, well, basically being kited through the forest by all of these missile units. But so far, so good. Ball boys clashing with the Reichsguard on our right flank. And Gortrek taking some extreme acupuncture in every location. Look at that. He's not going to be happy about that. He's going to be absolutely fuming. Well, that Savage Orc did not know what hit him, did it? Fortunately, Gortrek taking a lot of damage there. That's looking pretty good. The Boar Boys running around. There we go. They've managed to give some of these melee units a slip. They're now going to come in and knock out these ranged units. That's going to work out quite nicely. Meanwhile, Savage Orcs moving in to try and lock down some of these melee units. Got a unit of Outriders with grenade launchers making a break for it. We need to take out them, tackle them to the ground. These war wagons as well being a bit of a pain, and the Hellstorm rocket battery coming back to the fight just quick enough to then rouse again. Thanks very much and goodbye. We're fine. Is that Hellstorm rocket battery? I think we blattered it with rocks, didn't we? And yeah, I think, did we smash it? I can't remember. Either way, they're not coming back. Gortrek, he's it's a bit rude. 289 health left. Wurzag's coming in saying, hey, stunty git. Have it. Done. Gortrek down. And with Gortrek dead, the rest of the enemy army is going to take a bit of a morale shock. There's still some missile units opening fire on us through the trees. And our units are not really responding very well to that. We've got a big old blob fight going on down. I would have loved a foot of Gork here. Wurrzag did not really get much done during this battle, and I really should have used foot of Gork right there. We're going to use Here We Go. So they now have 132 melee attack, which is, you know, that's fine. And we're finally going to come charging out of the forest straight into these handgunners, knock them out. Meanwhile, over here, our unit of Boar Boys has actually managed to hunt down these Outriders. The Reichsguard have come into the rescue, but we're going to deal with those, and the Outriders then try and get away, but break. We're going to use the Morgul's Mangy Marauders just to chase them down to make sure that they don't come back. Huntsmen and handgunners starting to rout due to army losses. There we go. These units are going to run away. We can hunt those down with the boar boys. Infantry running away there as well. Lots of kills on our Savage Orcs. The Savage Orc big guns really do get... I mean, look at that. 130 kills. I mean, that's... I very rarely see infantry get that many kills. That is pretty good. So we get our boar boys just to hunt them all down. Of course, our boar boys are super fast as well. At 101 speed... makes it very easy to hunt down these units, make sure that there's not much to mop up after the fact. Okay, well, this is not the first time, as I said, probably that I will in the battle, that I fought that battle, and actually that went better than last time, so that's good. I'm going to take the replenishment, because we need it to finish off the hordes upon hordes of enemies heading our way. We've got another Savage Orc Prodder, which is good. We can throw that on the pile. I'm not quite sure what a Savage Orc Prodder is, but whatever it is, it's going to be like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, where somewhere at the end of this campaign, there'll be just a big warehouse, someone pushing a big crate. It'll have Savage Orc Prodder written on the side, and then it will zoom out and it'll be like a massive warehouse filled with, I assume, Savage Orc Prodders, because we've got to keep them somewhere. Do we need to store them at particular temperatures? Not sure. Do they need to be frozen? I don't know. These are all questions I have that I can't be bothered to ask. So, let's get Mob Boss, which is going to help our income a little bit. It's still not great. Let's bop this army. Bop. And we'll eat them. I'm kind of tempted to go straight for Varenka Hills. It will get it'll get reinforcements, but should we just... I could lightning strike it. Should I just do that? I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to loot and occupy. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it will stop those guys from recruiting very fast anyway. They can still recruit using global recruitment, but otherwise their recruitment will be stuffed. I'll get the replenishment, and then I can dick them over. Which basically is what I'm all about. Also, we get more Mob Boss, so that's even more reduction in cost. There we go. We've cut off, I think that's about 400 we've managed to reduce our upkeep by, which is, you know, quite nice. Slice Sweaty Bollocks, we're going to pop Vindictive Glare, I guess. It's not the best spell, but it's fine. Right, we've got Thorgrim down there to beat. We've also... We're sneaking up on Belagar. I'm a little bit concerned we might be spotted. So... that should... Well, we could go and kill this guy. Should we go and kill him? Let's go kill him. We can get our ward to help out. Bop. There we go. Can nom on that. How's the public order doing? Karakeet Peak's actually pretty good. And, I mean, if we can defeat this army, we can then... Because I basically salted the earth here, burned everything to the ground. I mean, we can repair Valea's Sorrow, because likelihood is that we'll be able to hold on to that, no problem. But I've kind of salted the earth in these two because I just don't think we can hold it. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, anything that's going to help. Is there anything that gives us like a garrison? I know we can get Orc Shaman, and the Shaman's Hovel, but they never have very good spells, do they? I already feel like a garrison Shaman, you know, should come with all the spells. Just be a big old Shaman. I want an Arachnarok Spider for Wurrzag's army, but I'm going to hold off. Well, no, we've got actually the building Ekron, don't we? Yeah, we've got that going on, so that's okay. I could upgrade to get another giant, but to be honest, giants just aren't that good. Arachnarok Spiders are just better. They're all expensive, but they're also just better. The weapon strength is a lot lower, but they're anti-large, which is something that we kind of don't have anyway. So that's quite useful to have. Do you have more melee attack? You've got the poison attacks, though, which does help. Did they nerf Ragnarok spiders? Because I feel like the Ragnarok spider actually, compared to the giant, it does have the missile attacks, but I mean that's barely any damage. Interesting. I guess the Ragnarok spider does have massive amounts of armor. I guess maybe that's the difference. Huge stacks of armor, which works. Okay, let's not knock anything down, which I almost clicked. That's okay. What we could, I do want to get the Black Orc barracks, because then we can get the Night Goblins into Wurrzag's army. Now, obviously we've got the Savage Orc Arrow Boys. They're fine, but the Night Goblins are, I'm going to be honest, not much. Well, all right, they're 10 worse missile damage. But then we can get the next part of the quest battle. And we get fanatics as well. And I quite like fanatics. I just quite like throwing fanatics at people. You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. I like throwing fanatics at people. What's you going to do about it? Exactly. Grimgore answering the question there for me. That's a lot of crossbows. That's okay. That's quite a few crossbows. But if we can lock them down to combat, we should be all right. We just need to knock out Thorgrim. Kill Thorgrim. Kill the world. Most of the enemy army is currently invisible to me. I can't see them. So basically, any of the ranged units can't spot them. So we can only really see the Slayers down here. Thorgrim as well. They've got some giant Slayers and the Longbeards and a Grumbling Guard over here as well. Everything else, empty space. Okay, now we've spotted the Bogman's Rangers. I know where they are. Our Night Goblins are going to take the front, mostly because they've got fanatics, and we can use those fanatics to blat the dwarves before we engage. Our Boar Boys now coming tearing down the hill. We spotted the Rangers now. We're going to hit them straight in the flank. Lovely little charge there. Fantastic. Chariot coming in as well. Over here, fanatics come swinging out. They go straight through the Giant Slayers and then straight into the Bugman's Rangers, doing some damage there as well. Our Black Orcs, I'm being cautious here. On my Black Orcs, some units hitting the centre here. We're going to try and take out Thorgrim with Grimgore and Wargut as well. But the rest of our Black Orcs are going to go and chase down, and the big ones as well, chase down these units of Rangers, because the last thing I want is these guys having free reign to just fire on me. So we're going to run in, smack into them, lock them down, take them out, all that kind of good stuff. Boar Boys still fighting, taking out these Rangers. Got a unit of Orc Biggins roaming around, trying to knock out some of the units. The Rock Lobbers still opening fire. Longbeards coming back. Broken Tusk Mob slamming into Bugman's Rangers, send them flying over there. Meanwhile, the Giant Slayers and Thorgrim still duking it out against our Black Orcs, the Immortals, and I believe that's the Crimson Killers as well. And where's Grimgore? He's in there somewhere. There's Grimgore. Right, toe-to-toe with Thorgrim. Now, Thorgrim is quite a tanky character, but he's not going to be able to beat Grimgore, because Grimgore just has massive amounts of weapon strength and melee attack. So Black Orcs everywhere, leaving the Rangers really nowhere to run, and our Boar Boys pretty much free to run down whoever they need to. The Chariots kind of got embroiled in combat with the Giant Slayers. We've lost a Chariot, unfortunately, and their morale not looking very good, but the Giant Slayers are going to then give up the chase. And the Chariots can then turn back. Last thing I want, these Giant Slayers fighting. Oh, that's roadkill. There you go. Last thing I want is the Boar Boys fighting the Giant Slayers, because in a melee, that's not going to look very good. Still, that worked. And Thorgrim is now on the run. Just the Giant Slayers really left to mop up. Thorgrim, only 369 health left. Now, the problem with Thorgrim, of course, you can see he's got 73 melee defense. I mean, he's still... He's pretty much a match for Grimgore, I think. I mean, he got 100. I mean, Grimgore is better, but Thorgrim is very, very tanky. And the best way I find to deal with Thorgrim is just fill him full of arrows, really. So I'm going to get the Night Goblins just to give him extreme acupuncture. Bye, Thorgrim. Wasn't as bad as I thought that was going to be, to be honest. I thought that was going to be... I thought we were going to be turned in... we were going to get a lot more extreme acupuncture. As it happens, not too bad. And I'm hoping that... oh, I could loot and occupy. I mean, it's at most going to be level 2, isn't it? So realistically, I'm going to knock it down to level 1 anyway. I might as well sack it. Oh, we've got Skarsnik's Prodder quest. Moving a character to Carag Dron. Whether the Carag Angkor functions or not, no dwarf could sit idle while Skarsnik's hordes raid across the mountains. Valea would weep tears of blood if such things were left unchallenged, and so the dwarves or their remnants muster. Of course, this is what Skarsnik desired all along. It is but another of his sneaky schemes. By cunning placement of his gobbo scouts, the stunties are lured to Death Pass, where the bulk of his hordes lie in wait to ambush them. All that is needed now is the appearance of the warlord himself. Pit boss. And a whole bunch of people are dead. Right, we're going to then capture that. And we have secured the Silver Road. Let's repair that. I feel like I probably came out like that, like a bandit, if anything. Right, we've still got some Empire troops down here. Ideally, I'd like to sack, maybe burn Akendorf a bit. Do the same to Dock Krause. Maybe just take it, because, to be honest, there's no point leaving the Empire with a province down there. It gives them too many options. So I think maybe take that. Finally, Skarsnik is sneaking up on Belagar. That should be fine. And we are ready to take Black Iron Mine and Carrick Azul. Gisp, I want you... Well, ideally, I want you to nobble these enemy agents. They won't feel a thing. Because the last thing I... Ooh, sneaky stabber, good. The last thing I want is them hanging around, basically being a pain in the ass. So let's get rid of them. I could block. Did that work or not? No. Let's get started. Okay, well, that thanks for letting me know anyway. Now, what? You know what? Ooh, wool cracker. Can you crack walls? Nice. That should hopefully help out with the War taking the settlements. I mean, whether they do or not, all we get from the front, considering he is complete enough to get Grimgor's leadership, personal bravery, and combat prowess are more than impressive. So he now is. I mean, with Frenzy, he gets 12% weapon damage. I mean, he's got 700 at the moment, so that's going to be. Yeah, he's terrifying. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Goblin boss. Let's get Ratgash Spiked Backer. You're going to be a specialist. You're going to assassinate. You're going to block armies, and basically you are going up here. That's where you're going to live. You're going to live in that pass, and you're going to tell me if any dwarves are coming this way, because when they come this way, I want to know. Okay, what else we got? Commandments available? Yes, more money, please. That worked for me, and we're not going to do anything with that just in case. I could. Thing is, there's Empire. There's no point repairing anything here, to be honest. For them, I'll repair that, but yeah, that's all right. We'll leave everything else. No point upgrading that, and we're going to get a rebellion here. While I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Now, some people have suggested that I should head down into the southeast corner, where Queek currently is, and use that as a defensive position. I understand the reasoning. It is a defensive position. That's fair. However, one, I'll have to fight Queek. And that's going to be not by no means an easy task. Queek is well established down there now. Fighting through him is going to take time. And while that's happening, the Empire and dwarves will be nipping at my heels in the north. More importantly, all of the settlements in the south are unfavourable climate for me, which means I get reduced income, public order, all that kind of stuff. Now, that's not necessarily a major issue, but without my homelands, that is the locations where I'm getting kind of my main income, and of course Greenskins get a lot of money from sacking and raiding and stuff as well. But without that, Skarsnik was spotted. Let's have a look what we got. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. We're just going to have to be sneaky. And Skarsnik's all about the sneaky. Now, going back to the Queek thing, without my territory in the north where I'm making all my money and I have all my recruitment buildings, I'm going to struggle down in that corner. I understand the reasoning behind finding a defensive position. I think going down there would just mean a slightly slower death, basically. Or I say slower death. I think we're doing okay. We're holding the line for the moment. Just hope Skarsnik can. That's one way to deal with artillery. Okay, tough fight coming up. Skarsnik and his Gobbo's not the best units. I don't know how I'm going to deal with those gyrocopters. But first things first, let's take out these bolt throwers. Right, okay, bolt thrower. Almost dead, almost dead, almost dead. Uh-oh, gyrocopters. These guys are going to do quite a bit of damage if we let them. I think they're going to drop bombs. Laters. Ow. Right, let's deal with the cannon. Cannon needs to die as well. Nice hits. The rest of our army taking cover behind some hills. Jesus Christ! That... What the fuck? Ow! Holy shit! That does a lot of damage. Ow! Okay. Well, okay. Well, the Moonhow's dead apparently because they're getting roasted. Squigs have gone out of control. They're going to barrel into the right flank. Not really ideal. I kind of wanted to keep them. I shouldn't have... This was a waste. Shouldn't have wasted my Squigs over here. That was bad. In come out the fanatics. That's what we want. Lots of fanatics. Doing lots of... Holy shit. Yes, that's the stuff. Straight through into the next unit as well. A lot of damage there. The Ragnarok Spider coming in to lend some assistance. We've got the Thunderers back here. Dirkit, Squigs. The Teeth Robbers doing some damage. We're holding our archers back. So far, so controlled. Skarsnik's getting stuck in against the Longbeards. More fanatics. Fanatics going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Our archers also need to do a lot of the heavy lifting. They are one of the main ways of doing damage. Our Squigs getting absolutely trounced in this melee over here. Less than ideal. You can see they're just getting absolutely totally annihilated. More fanatics coming out, doing lots and lots of damage. Little Curse to Bad Moon. Dirkit Squigs slamming into the Longbeards. Lots of damage there. Very, very good. I should have cycle charged them. That was a mistake. Shouldn't have left them in combat. Should have cycle charged them. We've got some Dragonback Slayers causing a problem. Heading towards us. More fanatics coming out, doing a lot of damage. Yes, that's what we like. Holy shit. Yep, that's good. These Dwarf Warriors don't have a lot of members left in their units. Thunderers taking a lot of archer fire there. That's good. The Dragonback Slayers. Right, we need to get away from these guys. They will mince our poor old Light Goblin archers if we let them. The Gyrocopters just racking up the kills. I guess those missiles are good against light units, and we are very, very light. Again, should have pulled out Dirkit Squigs. Didn't. The Ragnarok Spider is coming in to help out, but it's slow going. Killing dwarves, absolute pain in the ass. There's Belagar. Belagar is chewing his way through to 8 Peak Loonies. They don't stand a chance, unfortunately. The Teeth Robbers continually just ramming straight through dwarf units. That's looking pretty good. A lot of dwarf... I mean, these guys, 28 warriors left. They've killed 6. That's it. Our boys doing much, much better, but I just don't think we can break through the melee defense. Although we do have very good melee attack. I guess their armor. I guess their armor's the problem. We've got the Dragonback Slayers in a nasty crossfire, doing a lot of damage to them, taking them out. More fanatics coming out. Thunderers opening fire. Our archers in a bit of trouble there. We're getting the Ragnarok Spider to come out to help out against Belagar. These Dwarf Warriors. Only 4 of the fuckers left. 4 of the fuckers left, and they're still standing and fighting. Ugh, dwarves. 18, 31. I mean, numbers-wise, well, it's right. It's looking a little bit dicey, and we're definitely dropping faster than they are. But still, more fanatics. Yes, good. All the fanatics. Keep throwing fanatics at people. That's how you win. Hopefully fire on the Longbeards, trying to take them out. Belagard taking some fire there. The gyrocopter just having free reign to shoot the Ragnarok spider and doing a lot of damage. We've got some Longbeards heading towards us. Night Goblins getting absolutely hammered in prolonged melee. 10 Dwarf Warriors still fighting. More fanatics. We're just hammering them with fanatics whenever we can. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh well. I feel like sometimes it's, you know, the casualties that count. If they're on the enemy side, that's a bonus. That is very much a bonus. Oh god. Circuit Squig's broken. There is 12 Thunderers, 11 Thunderers, and the reason these dwarves are just staying is because Belagar's alive. If we kill Belagar, these guys will break. If Belagar's alive, they will just die to a man, to a dwarf even. So we're going to try and kill Belagar, but we're taking a lot of fire. I mean, this is mutually assured destruction. Both armies just tearing each other apart. We had more than them, but only just. Weirdly. Only by about 300. Which is odd. I guess we had the Ragnarok Spider, didn't we? They have more... I had the Gyrocopters as well. The Ragnarok Spider talking Queenie, legging it. Off she goes. Skarsnik now fighting Belagar one-on-one. Belagar has lost quite a chunk of health, but he's just so tanky. Dwarf Lords, they just don't die. Some of these dwarves... I mean, there's 24 there. 12 there. There's barely... There's 0 Dwarf Warriors here with 21 health, apparently. More Fanatics coming out, which is then reduced. There's 6 Dragonback Slayers, 1 Longbeard, 3 Longbeards. There's 0 Dwarf Warriors, and apparently they're still killing me, which I feel like that there should be a law against 0 Dwarf Warriors allowed to be alive. Queenie's come back, thank God. There's just not... If we can kill Belagar, this army will break and we'll win. If we can't break him, we're going to lose this. And I don't... Oh my God, they just won't die. 7, 1, 3. I mean, will you just please just fuck off? 7 Longbeards. There's just none of them. There's nothing left. Some of our units are coming back to the fights. Some Night Goblin Archers, we're trying to take out those Gyrocopters, but I mean, they've done some volleys there, but it's just done nothing. Gyrocopters are so tanky. You just need multiple units of Goblins just to take one down. We still have a few units. Belagar is still very much alive. Skarsnik is legging it. Yeah, Skarsnik's gone. The Ragnarok Queen is gone. Last throw of Fanatics just to do some damage. It's not going to be enough. Maybe it's going to kill that 0 Dwarf Warrior. Maybe he died? I hope so. Belagar still on 50% health. Yeah, there's no way we're winning this fight. Absolutely no way. We're breaking. We're running for it. Maybe we can save enough of the army that they won't follow up. Because if they do follow up... Oh, I don't want to have to fight Gyrocopters. There's literally like 5 dwarves left alive. I hate dwarves. I hate dwarves so much. Oh, piss off. Well, okay, we lost. On the other hand, we had more remaining than they did. I cannot express to you how fucking tired of fighting dwarves I am. I mean, I'm just... Oh, fuckers! Just don't run away. They just sit there and die. Okay. Well, is he going to chase me up? He is. Right. Well, that is. I'm going to be honest. Ballsy. I'll give you that. Is he actually... I mean, I don't know if I can kill the Gyrocopters. That's the only thing. The Gyrocopters are just going to blap me. But... do I? I I literally don't know if I can be asked to fight this. Mostly because I feel like it's just going to end up with the gyrocopters just swanning around, just shooting me and eventually killing everyone. But I guess it's worth the effort. But I could just auto-resolve. I just can't be fucked. I just feel like the gyrocopters would just swan around, basically annoying me, and it would just make that battle obnoxious to fight. Belagar, though, now only has 2 gyrocopters. Well, 2 units of gyrocopters. I'm fairly sure those things never used to be that nasty. Like, those steam cannons, I'm fairly sure used to just do nothing. Did they? Now I'm just questioning everything. Never mind. Never mind. That's not the end of the world. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we've got a rebellion. Skarsnik was spotted. At least he's got more hit points. I mean, he'll be back. He was always back. And apparently our war was destroyed. Oh, we got a war and then lost the war. Raiding, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Okay, bop. Right, don't come back.
You are mistaken.
I am just going to bop you. And eat you. Okay, oh, Scroll of Animar. Might actually make a dwarf run away, but let's not...
Yeah, the Great Simon.
I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, we have secured Varenka Hills. They are recruiting our units over there, but that's no big deal. We can get Ratgash to... Ratgash, really interesting. Right.
I think not.
Well, Belagar... Can Belagar take... He might be able to take one of those settlements. Is that a problem? Who knows? Wallcracker. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a lot of organ guns, isn't it? That's a lot of organ guns. Down with that level of organ gun usage. Jesus, alright, calm down. There's children present. Christ. Okay. Thorgrim should get bopped. We can grab Karak as... Wait, where's the other war gone? Oh, because that was Skarsnik's war, wasn't it? Oh, fuck, of course, yeah. That's where that was.
Not possible.
Oh, those things. Actually, pain in the ass. And it's not really a good way for us to deal with them. Because they're armoured. And, I mean, our archers are terrible. So we don't really have a way of taking them out. I mean, they don't have a lot of health, which is one thing, but from experience, you need a shit ton of arrows to take down a gyrocopter, just because they are super duper tanky.
Yes, boss.
Right, Grom, you're going to be over here. Give us some intel. Where's Gisp gone? Oh, there's Gisp.
Let's get stabby.
Let's get stabby indeed. Okay, you're going to... Right, we've got vision. We've kind of got a bit of a lull at the moment. Obviously, Skarsnik died. Bit of a bugger. He'll be back, though. Oh, Death Skull. Death Skull is a special... Oh, we've also got Azhag. Azhag is higher rank. Death Skull... I don't know. Should I get Death Skull? Fuck it, I'll just get Death Skull. Are you special, Death Skull? I feel like you are. You're a high shaman. We've got schemes. Okay, okay. Beer for the boys. Upkeep reduction for orc units. Fine. Fearless loonies. Ooh, stronger fanatics. Now you're talking my language. Old wise gits. Okay, and lawmaster of the little war. Alright, well, it's not the best, but it's fine. So I guess we'll take you for the moment. You are going to be recruiting all of the gobbos. So I'm going to wait until we can get fanatics, I think. So let's just grab 4 units of squig. I could get some trolls, couldn't I? Some river trolls would help us survive a little bit longer. We could get a goblin doom diver as well. I don't... Like, the goblin rock clobbers are longer range. They do more damage. The only difference is that the doom diver is sort of a guided projectile, so is more likely to hit. Is that better? I mean, with 205 missile damage, they're likely to kill whatever they hit anyway. I just feel maybe the extra range is better. Let's get a couple of them. I feel like nasty skulkers could have helped, because unlike goblins, other than the fanatics, don't really do much damage. The only problem I find with nasty skulkers is that they don't... They do okay, but because they're really flankers, you don't... I just don't know. I just don't know. Oh, we could get the night goblins with fanatics, couldn't we? Okay, let's just get some of them. Fine. Fine, it's done. Okay, well, we lost Skarsnik, but that's no big problem. We can replace his army. Let's get mob boss for Wurrzag. That's going to help a bit. Sly Sweaty Bollocks is going to... Vindictive Glare, sure. Vindictive Glare sounds good. Right, now we've got that. Oh, these gyrocopters. Down with that sort of shit. Jesus. Don't like them. And organ guns, yeah, definitely not. I need to catch that army in an ambush. Because if they're not in an ambush, that's just going to sting. And I also need to deal with Queek.
Kill you, thing. I am Queek. I am mighty.
Good to hear. Okay, so Queek is nipping at our southern border, which we need to deal with. But first I need to deal with the dwarves. I mean, I could maybe leave the dwarves and let Queek deal... Well, Queek isn't actually at war with the dwarves. He doesn't like them, but he's not at war with them. And the more we kill the dwarves, the more he likes us. So I'm hoping we can maybe peace out with him. That would be my ideal, because I just can't fight on this many fronts at the same time. It's just not feasible. It ain't going to work. So... let's get Skarsnik back up. Let's mop up the Empire over here. We'll have an early warning system at Mount Gumbad just to keep some, keep tabs on what the dwarves are up to. I might send Grimgor south then to help out with mopping up the dwarves, and then I'm going to have to retake some stuff from the Skaven while holding. And I'm hoping if we can keep hitting the dwarves, if we can keep hitting those dwarves, then we should then be able to peace out with Queek, I hope. We might need to just punch him in the snout once or twice, just to show him who's boss. But that should then do it, I think. That's what my plan is so far. I don't think retreating into the corner is a good idea, because most of this territory is going to be uninhabitable. Well, not uninhabitable, it's going to be unpleasant. It's going to be unpleasant. So that, I mean, the income reduction, casualty replenishment rate reduction, construction costs, all that stuff, it's not very good. It doesn't help. And so I feel like we would have these mountains down here, and that would potentially be quite useful, but equally we'd have to fight our way through Queek to get down there anyway, and that would mean taking our guys off the front line and losing all this territory to the dwarves and the Empire fairly quickly. I think I expect there's probably another wave, but
You are not welcome in
no. Okay, what about, can we peace out with the dwarves? Can we peace out with anyone? I mean, we've been kicking the shit out of them. We've been mopping them left, right, and centre.
I am the High King.
No, I mean, your strength rank 22. We mopped the floor with them. I mean, even when we lose, the dwarves pay dearly, and yet they're still coming for us. Mutually assured destruction. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of the Wurrzag Campaign.